door is open wide because there's a nightlight in the hallway and it's super bright. Hello. Hello. Hello.
Thing wasn't recording, so I started it again.
Fudge.
So I started to get paranoid.
Oh,
Okay.
man.
We're like, don't want to mess up our stories, and also
We're still learning, people.
Oh crap! Can you go turn that on?
Oh, heck yeah, I can. What do you want? You want me to just leave it right here?
Yeah, why not? You can move it closer to the camera, the thing, so it's more even, I guess. Yeah, that works. Shine more reflect. I'm so white.
I don't know. I put some, what's that stuff called? That shiny stuff on your face?
Shimmer?
Yeah.
Shimmer and shine.
Yeah.
Highlighter?
Highlight, yes. Take off my glasses for this. I'm gonna look like an old person when I put these back on, but
I'm here for it.
it's okay. It's good. It's good. It's good.
It's grand.
Fan-freaking-tastic. Who sent you?
It's a friend from high school, and she started talking to me again today, probably because of the podcast.
Yeah, because you're super dope.
And she's like, sent me a picture of... We had a falling out.
I feel bad.
None of us apologize to each other.
No, it's been an equal amount of years to where it's just like completely forgotten about, or just like, what is it called, where you go so many statute of limitations. Yes. It's been this many years, so it's cleared off your record. You're good. Friendship reset.
I'll take all this.
I was about to say, you're gonna cut all of this out.
She's
our one of our few listeners, probably.
She's one of those people that her greatest memories are from high school.
Oh fuck. Neighbor story.
Oh yeah. Oh, I got mine. I pulled it up.
I'm so unprepared. Man, this week is really throwing me for a loop. You have so much that you have to do. I feel so bad.
The schedule really helps. And it's really satisfying to wipe it off.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's been good.
Okay, well, can I read a short one?
Yeah.
Cool. Cool. I don't remember who goes first on that one.
I don't think it should matter. Let's mix it up. Keep them guessing. And we don't have to have it super close to our mouths.
Right. So this is pretty good.
Yay!
I feel like this is good.
We did it!
We did it. An avocado. Thanks. How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm good.
I wish Leon was here.
I know.
Leon!
He was in here like 5 seconds ago, and he was like, "Oh,
Ooh,
they're fixing to get scary on me. I'm gonna dip out of here."
He's a scaredy cat.
You're so funny.
So funny. Hi, welcome to episode 3.
3. What up? Is this 3? This is 4. We both at the same time. It's because the first one was a double feature.
It was.
This is our 3rd time sitting down recording.
Yes, and and this week has been so busy.
Yeah, chaotic. Because we're so famous now.
I know.
We're so. I could barely even get out of my house without being recognized. Oh my gosh. It's so wild.
My neighbor next door, she saw something that I posted in Nextdoor, the app, and she's like, "You guys are crazy."
Oh, she's listening?
I don't know if she's listening, but she knows that we are doing a podcast and we are sharing neighborhood stories.
Oh!
So she probably will listen because she likes true crime and stuff like that. But I was like,
An actual neighbor?
Yeah.
Nice.
You gotta watch what I'm saying now.
What up, neighbor?
What's up? Shout out to the neighbor next door.
We won't say a name, but you're the neighbor next door for now. Yeah. Skip it up, boop, up, doop, 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 doop. Bow. Sorry, too far.
And that, my friends, was a one-of-a-kind original from our good friend Bree. Back to you, John.
Back to our quarter life crisis. Starting a podcast.
So this is a true crime paranormal podcast. I am Amy.
And I am Bree.
And
this is What's with the Neighbors.
Do we have any announcements?
Oh, you were gonna tell me something stupid.
Oh, that's right. Oh, and I have a really good idea for our announcement corner. Announcements. That came to me last night.
I hope she inserts something better.
No,
eventually.
That's really what I wanted.
Oh, okay.
It came to me when I was trying to go to sleep last night.
Mail time. Announcements.
No, so, did you ever go to Christian camp?
No. Okay. No, didn't. Nope.
So Christian camp, they would do like announcements at breakfast, and that's what we all had to sing was announcements.
Oh wow, I'm so sad that I didn't go to Christian camp now.
Anyways, might take that out. So Rick went down to California this week, right?
Right.
And so, he flew into the town that our family's in, but then he had to drive like 2 or 3 hours to do this test.
Mm-hmm.
And so I got him a hotel for him to stay for 2 days before the test, and then he was just going to drive back up, visit family, and then fly out. And so he was driving down. This was at like 7 o'clock at night, 8 o'clock at night, and he texted me and he's like, "Can you give me the address of the hotel?" And I was like, "Oh, yeah." So I go to pull up the address, and it was for Concord, California. But when I put it in to Google Maps for him, it was Concord, North Carolina.
Oh, no. How long was he driving for?
Well, luckily, like, he was going in the direction that he had to go because he knew that he had to head down that way. But the whole reservation, so I spent $380 in a hotel and for 2 nights because it was stupid expensive. And they won't refund me.
Are you kidding me?
No.
That's ridiculous.
Yeah,
that's not your fault.
So on top of,
I mean, it is your fault, but
yeah,
it's a mistake that can happen.
I know. I'm fighting it, but they're impossible to get a hold of. So
we don't like you, hotel.
No, third party.
We're gonna write you a bad review on Yelp.
Yeah, it wasn't the hotel; it was a third party site.
Oh, third party site.
Yeah.
Oh, I hate those.
Yeah,
and I quit going through those.
I normally don't, but I was desperate for a hotel for him because everything is booked, and it was either I pay $300 a night or pay like $300 total, and so that was my fault because I never use third parties, not even for flights or anything. I don't do third parties. I can't. It's too expensive. Not expensive. It's
hectic. It's chaotic.
Yeah,
it's not.
And you don't feel like everything's actually official.
Yeah. Just get better customer service the other way around too.
Absolutely. Yeah. So then I had to go and book him another hotel. The first one was at a Hilton, and he was gonna get like a nice breakfast and everything like that. Me too. And then the one that I ended up him having to stay at because of my mistake was a Motel 6, and the poor guy didn't have like a microwave or any, and he's not feeling great, and so it was just, I felt bad for him.
You know, the first night after Josh and I got married,
we
stayed at a Motel 6. It sucked because the entire time, we're trying to enjoy each other, and the entire time we hear this guy in the next room speaking. He wasn't speaking English, but he was yelling at someone over the phone for like 3 hours. There was so many holes in the wall, and it just made you. It's like one of those hotels that just make you feel icky just going into it. But the pictures on Facebook, because it was in a really high tourist area,
Yeah.
the pictures on Facebook made it look like it was gonna be a nice one, but it totally wasn't. But it was worth it because after that, well, I mean, yeah, that's pretty cool, I guess. But we went to Disney the next day, and
yeah, that's worth it.
we got nice hotels then.
Oh
so
yeah, did you stay on property?
Yeah, yeah, we stayed at the Pop Cent.
Oh, I love
yeah,
Pop Century.
Yes. Yeah. They're awesome. We got like meal cards and everything.
Oh yeah, you have to.
Yeah, it was awesome.
Yep. That is so
Thanks,
funny.
Mom and Dad.
Thanks.
Josh's parents, Mom and Dad.
I thought I heard someone knocking.
No, I don't think so.
It's
What's with the neighbors.
What's with the neighbors? Hey, what is with the neighbors?
Well, let me tell you what's with the neighbors there, pal. According to something I read online from someone, this one's pretty short. I'm not going to put the person's name or anything like that. But it says, all the Karens and boomers in my conservative area are quaking at anime titties. It says titties because I don't know what's okay to say.
You can say
it. I've never seen someone so brave to put uncensored titties on their bumper, but I can't be mad. It looks better than the other stickers around here.
So they're anime boobs?
Oh yeah, you can see the pictures. They're right here.
Someone's doing that just to make someone mad.
Yeah. I was like, that's pretty funny. I'll save that one.
They're like, "Dude, boobs again?"
I mean, I'd probably take like a double, triple, quadruple look at it and be like, what? What do they have on their car? Why?
Why? Why must you?
It is what it is.
Have you seen the guy that drives around town here and he has it like with window chalk and it says like father of 3. It's I don't know why I said it. It's really weird because it looks like a child wrote it.
Oh.
And why are you telling us how
why
many
are you
kids
announcing
have?
that? That's why I think like people with like the stickers of their family members, it's like people who are creepers know you have kids now.
Yeah.
I quit. Josh made me quit putting the baby on board thing on my car just for that reason.
Yeah, people.
There's a lot of crazy people out there.
No, you have to be safe.
Yeah.
Yeah,
you never know.
I feel like it's just like a tally mark with when people do that.
Yeah.
All right, I'm gonna check you off. And if you're like out and about, like going grocery shopping with your kids, it's easy to tell if the husband's with you or not.
That's true. That is very true.
So you're just putting a target on your car.
Which most of the time you don't.
No.
Not if you're grocery shopping.
My husband never goes grocery shopping with me.
Yeah, mine doesn't either. It's better that way.
Yeah. I don't get regulated.
Same. I can take my time.
Yeah, unless you have kids and that sucks. All right, so I'm going to read mine at the end then?
Yes, your neighbor story.
Okay, I'm just going to go one shoeless. Okay. I'm nervous to read mine.
Your shoe is all the way over there. Wait, how is your foot that tall? How's your leg that long? Oh, your favorite band!
Yeah, my favorite band, Led Zeppelin.
Led Zeppelin is Amy's favorite band, guys. Yes. She loves Led Zeppelin. They're her favorite.
I love them so much. I have like 4 shirts from them.
She does.
Okay, so one's Def Leppard. It's all they had. I bought graphic tees at I don't know what store it was at, and it was like 4 for $30 or something like that. And like they're either like tank tops or this, like a band tee.
Lies.
I'm not lying.
I thought this is how I thought was gonna seal the for sureness of me wanting to be friends with you was because I thought you liked Led Zeppelin.
I do. But he's not like
there.
I probably would go see him if they
Led Zeppelin's one person.
He has like people that play the music with him. And probably like groupies. I mean, if there was tickets, I would probably go see him, but like
that'd be pretty freaking awesome. But they're not. Yeah.
Who's the one with the light shows?
Pink Floyd.
Pink
They're
Floyd.
also amazing.
Yeah,
I would love to go to one of those.
Yeah, that would be fun.
That would be flippin' awesome.
I dated someone that went and saw
the laser show.
No, AC/DC.
Dude, that would be awesome.
Like they did,
I think
like,
they're still playing.
Yeah, they did like a reunion tour or something. We went and saw them.
That'd be awesome.
That guy was trash. Anyways,
trash.
Sorry, you weren't trash. You were garbage.
That's a nicer way to put it. I think that's very kind of you.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
So this week I expressed to you how excited I am for this story, and
I'm excited for it.
And I wasn't going to share it. I actually had a whole nother story typed out for you, and this one is really cool too. You can't read it. Stop reading it.
I'm not, dog.
I'm
drinking my wine.
This one's real. The other one is actually really stinking cool, also. But I thought this would be a better week to share this story.
Cool, since we're so famous now.
Yeah. This is really
We're totally not.
Keep saying that.
Please like us.
Please. Back.
Okay, tell your story.
So this story is about Christian Thomas, and actually this happened right across the street from us. We lived in the Treetop Apartments in...
Edit that out.
That worked out perfect. You hit your mic and I burned.
Yeah.
So this happened at the Treetop...
Oh, can I fix this real quick?
Yeah.
This thing I keep on hitting it easily, and I feel like if it's pushed this way more and the mic is this way, I don't hit it as much.
I'll turn my thing so I can look at you too.
Oh, you want to look at me?
Not really, but okay. You ready?
Yeah.
Do you want to jump up here? Now's the time.
Come on. Come on. Sit in your throne. You dick. Leon, no.
I think him and...
They're playing.
Yeah.
They keep on seeing him run back and forth down the hall. He's like, damn it, Mom, stop.
He yelled at you.
He probably did think that was me. Now he hates me.
Okay.
Sorry.
So this happened at the Treetop Apartments in Hinesville, Georgia. We lived there, I don't know for how long, like a year or whatever. And
this is in the same apartment building?
So they had like a cluster of buildings.
Right.
Yeah.
Same apartment complex.
Yeah, same apartment complex. And so our apartment complex was like right here. Okay. And then there's like a little parking lot of like 5 or 6 cars, and they were right across the street.
Wow. Yeah. So really close.
Super close. And this was in 2012. I actually...
recent. Oh my gosh, that's not recent. That's like 10 years ago.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Almost 10 years ago. I wasn't there. I was actually driving. I had like left that day or the day before, driving back to move back to California, and I did it with my older sister. And so Rick was there, and he like texted me and was like giving me a play-by-play of what was happening.
Oh, that's
so
crazy.
I wasn't actually there, but I had met both of them, the victim and the person.
Criminal?
Yes. That person.
Guilty person?
The what?
Guilty person?
Yeah, I met the person that hurt them and the victim. The person that was hurt, his name is Johnny Williams Jr. And Johnny was always outside, and like he was in his mid 50s, and he was super nice. Like he was a nice guy, but he seemed like a grumpy old grandpa.
Oh, okay, one of those.
Yeah, one of
Everybody's
those.
got one of those.
Yeah, but he was also like super kind.
Super nice. Yeah. Aww.
So, and their
tough on the outside and a soft nougaty inside.
Yeah, exactly. And the their apartment just, it seemed like it was filled with kids. Like there was, like they had an apartment that it was like the grandparents and then their kids and their kids' kids. So there was a lot of
all in one apartment.
I don't know if they like lived right next to each other, and it just because it always felt like there were so many people there. So I don't know. That's what I would think is that like they had apartments right next to each other.
Makes
but
sense.
yeah, there was a lot going on. But yeah, they were both really nice. They seemed. I didn't really talk too much to Christian, the one that the story's about, but he seemed like a nice guy. So Christian was born on. That being said, Christian was born on December 10th, 1991.
Okay.
And so on July 31st, 2012, Rick, my husband, heard a lot of shouting coming from across the parking lot, and he just thought it was like the kids making noise and stuff like that. So he really didn't look into it. But then he kept hearing like two men arguing. So he went outside to like see what was going on because we all do that.
Yeah.
And
what's with the neighbors?
What's with the neighbors? Yeah. And that was another one. I thought this was very fitting.
It is perfect.
Yeah. So he peeked outside and saw 59-year-old Johnny Williams Jr. and Christian Thomas walking and arguing. Like one was Johnny was like walking forward and Christian was like following him, and they were like
yelling at him.
Yeah, yelling. They were both yelling back and forth. Rick was really like, he's like, I didn't see. This was really noisy during the recording when he just saw them arguing. They didn't. He didn't know what they were arguing about, and so Rick, didn't notice any immediate danger or anything like that. So he went back inside. After Christian and Johnny had like rounded the corner and out of sight. So at that point, Johnny and Christian were walking past the leasing house, like the office.
Yeah.
And right next to the leasing office was, it's like there was two walls with a roof on top, and it was like where our mailboxes were.
Yeah.
So it was open on both sides.
Right.
And that's right next to the leasing office. So they were walking past the leasing office. Johnny was first, and like right behind Johnny was Christian, and he was like booking it, like he was walking pretty fast. And the witness, Samuel McFadden, who I believe was our maintenance guy, if I'm correct, because he was inside the leasing office, he saw them pass, and he saw them, or he saw Christian. I feel like I'm butchering this so bad. He saw Christian following him and walking super fast. So he thought at that point that Christian actually went to go punch Johnny. And so Samuel like went outside to like yell at him, like knock it off. And actually what happened was Christian was stabbing Johnny with a knife.
Oh no! Oh
yeah. So
and are Christian? I can't remember. Are Christian and Johnny related? No, not.
Johnny. Oh, sorry, I didn't say that. So Christian is was dating Johnny's granddaughter.
Okay.
Yeah, and Christian was in the military.
Did Christian actually live there?
I don't know.
Okay.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
When I looked it up, it showed that was the address was the same address as the incident, but I don't know. It could have just been like where he had his stuff sent because it was a military.
Right.
So he might have just had stuff.
Have one standing address.
Yeah.
Right.
And he probably lived on post in the barracks or something.
Makes sense.
Because he wasn't married. So that's Samuel realized Christian was actually stabbing Johnny. And so Samuel ran back to the office to tell the office manager, Ashley Sebring, to call 911. And then Ashley locked
Smart.
Yeah. I have mixed feelings about it.
I wouldn't want to get shot or stabbed.
I know. But so Johnny claps to the ground and Christian continued to stab him.
Oh, I see.
And then at one point Johnny managed to get up and run to the office door to get away, but the door was locked. And so I feel like they could have like let him in.
Yeah.
And then closed the door. I have mixed feelings about it.
I mean, when you're in the moment though, it's so hard to like think like.
Well, you're like, okay,
adrenaline.
If I lock it, nothing's gonna happen to us. But then like you also could have saved him.
Yeah.
So I have mixed feelings about it. I go back and forth. And at the first, I thought originally he ran to the office first, and I was like,
"Oh, I would be pissed."
Yeah, and so
no.
yeah, so then Christian continued to stab him a few more times, and then took off.
Oof.
Yeah. Aww. So Hinesville police officer James Fullwood was the first to respond, and his partner Anthony Martin. Anthony started first aid, and James secured the area. Before paramedics arrived, they were able to get an idea of who did this, and by Johnny, because his wife showed up, because it was like it happened right there next to their apartment, and she said it was Christian, and so the police officers looked at Johnny and they're like, "Did Christian Thomas do this?" And he nodded his head yes. Paramedics took Johnny to Liberty Regional Medical Center, and eventually was transported to Memorial Health University Medical Center in Savannah, but unfortunately died en route.
Poor Johnny.
Yeah. So Christian and Johnny. Oh, I already mentioned that, so never mind. That they were connected through the girlfriend.
Okay.
So
sorry, I jumped ahead of you.
Around 7:30 p.m., parole officer Kevin Zurian, I think I wrote that down wrong, saw Christian near the police station in Hinesville. So with backup, they were able to arrest Christian without him struggling whatsoever. Like they said, you need to surrender, and he did. Christian was then booked on August 2nd and was then denied bail. So Christian had recently joined the army, and he joined the army, and like only a few months after he joined the army and before this incident happened, he was diagnosed with paranoid schizophrenia.
And he wasn't discharged?
I don't know.
It's army.
Yeah.
They're not as...
I don't have a whole lot of information about that. I know that when you're in, it takes a while for them to medically get you out.
Yeah, discharge you.
Yeah, medically discharged. So he may have been working on that. There was zero information about it. So, yeah, so he was diagnosed with that a few months before he had murdered Johnny. And according to Christian's father, his girlfriend that he was seeing at the time asked him to stop taking his medicine for paranoid schizophrenia because they were trying to make a baby.
That's smart.
Yeah, and it made
healthy.
And it made Christian tired. So she's like, stop taking it. She
stop taking it because it's making you tired?
Yeah, and so his dad, Christian's dad, said he was fighting his diagnosis. He wanted to be as normal as he possibly could, which you could be with medicine. But his girlfriend had convinced him that he didn't need the medicine and he could do it on his own.
And that's not something that you can do without medicine.
That is not something you can
and it's
do.
Okay. Like there's a lot of schizophrenic people, but like there's nothing wrong with it.
There's nothing wrong with it.
You have to take your medication.
You have to take your medicine, yeah. So, in May of 2015, a jury trial was set, but eventually moved due to a scheduling conflict with one of the expert witnesses. And then in October of the same year, his public defender, John Ellie, filed a motion for a special plea of not guilty by reason of insanity, saying Christian had an extensive history of psychiatric episodes, or
Psychiatric. It's a good one.
psychiatric
You're good.
episodes. Then in June of 2017, another motion was put in place for a mental evaluation, and then along with a bail set at $1 million cash or $2 million in property. So
he's not getting out. He wasn't going to get out.
There's no way.
Right.
Like, no one has that kind of money. Although you only have to pay 5%.
What?
Yeah.
Just like on like a constant payment after that? Is it like a down payment of 5% and then you pay the rest?
I believe so, or you pay it back by going to jail.
Crazy.
Yeah.
I did not know that.
Yeah, I only know that because of what's going on with our family.
Gotcha.
Yeah, I was really pissed because it was only set for, I think it was $5,000, and they only had to pay like $500.
Oh my gosh.
I was very mad.
I would be too.
So that was all I could find online about Christian. And I was getting very frustrated because I was like, this is something that happened really close to us. And
obviously you're really into it too.
Yeah. And so I was really frustrated. I was like, what the heck? There's nothing else. So I reached out to, there was one more thing that I was able to find. But this was after I talked to some of his friends on Facebook. I was able to find out that he is still in jail, unfortunately. He is serving 45 years.
Unfortunately?
Did I say fortunately?
You said unfortunately.
I'll take that out. Oh, okay. So he is serving 45 years right now for a couple different things. First degree murder, possession of a knife, possession of an armed weapon, those sort of things. But it's 45 years, and he'll be released in 2056 or 2057.
Okay.
At the Department of Corrections in Georgia. So one of his Facebook friends that I reached out to, Gerald Green, and I asked for permission to say these. Gerald.
Thank you.
Yes, thank you, Gerald. I might be pronouncing your name wrong. Jarrell. Yes.
That
Jarrell,
sounds right.
Yeah, that's right. Gerald Green. Thank you for responding to me. But he said that Christian was always nice and smiling. He is a very smart person and talented in football and poetry. They played football together in high school, and Jarrell always saw him as a brother.
Aww.
Jarrell was shocked and incredibly sad when he heard about what happened because it was not like him to do something like that. And unfortunately, Jarrell lost contact with him and his family, and also did not know what the outcome of Christian's
current status.
Yeah, and so when I found out what happened, I updated him.
Know.
Yeah, which I hope that brings you closure, Jarrell, because you were mentioning how close you are with him.
I'm so sorry.
Yeah. And then there was another gentleman that I talked to that I had a pretty lengthy conversation with, Lee Corey Oliver. So thank you for responding and letting me know what your relationship was and what you know about Christian. He said Christian and him were roommates for 6 months before he moved back to Hinesville. They were in New Mexico. They were living in New Mexico. So Licori said Christian ended up in jail was, out of all places, is truly a surprisingly tragedy. Licori said that he was going through a really bad breakup at the time, And so Christian and a relative of LaCorey moved to La Cruz, New Mexico in August of 2010. Well, I'm glad I stopped.
Leon is with us now.
Leon is here with us now, everyone. And he started attending New Mexico NMSU, New Mexico
State University.
And was in the ROTC cadet program there. And so LaCorey said that Christian helped him with his anger issues, find severity.
Mm-hmm. Severity. Yeah.
He helped him find severity, inner peace, and alternative ways to approach stressful situations. Severity?
Serenity?
Maybe it was autocorrect.
Maybe.
Serenity. That makes more sense.
That does make more sense.
Yeah, so find serenity, inner peace, and alternative ways to approach stressful situations.
Yeah.
So the way he was describing him was just a very peaceful guy, like very down to earth, not the type to like use violence as a way of, as a result. Yeah, so Christian used to always carry around a book called 48 Laws of Power, which I looked it up. It's a self-help book. And he actually got LaCorey hooked on it. So LaCorey said that he was then fixing to move back to Alabama in December of 2010. And a month before Christian moved back to Georgia, he started crashing at another friend's house. And Christian didn't have a job the whole time he lived there. So, probably because he was super busy with school and the ROTC program.
Being a good friend, it sounds like.
Yeah. So everything kind of fell out of on LaCorey financially.
Yeah.
So I'm assuming, which I shouldn't assume, but it sounds like Christian, like when he found out that his friend was moving back to Alabama, that he probably didn't want to continue to be a burden on his friend.
Probably so.
Yeah. So the last week that he was there in New Mexico crashing at another friend's, he kind of just disappeared. LaCorey and his other friend or cousin, I believe, they couldn't find him. Like they would call it, no one knew where he was at. And then all of a sudden, they did get a call from Christian saying he had caught a Greyhound back to Georgia. And the way he left really kind of left LaCorey like unsettled, like he got no closure or anything like that. So, and at the time, Christian was having financial and mental struggles, and he was in a bad place of depression. And so then LaCorey said, this is the last thing that he said to me, was that I think this is a tragic incident. Definitely doesn't define the guy I knew. I hope with the right counseling he can get his time shortened with good behavior.
Aww.
So that is it's super short, but that is the story of Christian Thomas and the tragic accident.
Yeah.
I'm saying accident because it feels like he wasn't
it's
mentally
not like
stable.
Yeah, but it's not like he was like a serial killer where
Yeah.
it just built up over time and over time.
Right.
He had a medical condition. He has a medical condition.
Yeah.
And it's serious, and it should have been taken care of. And I have mixed feelings about this because I worked in the medical field, and I feel like he shouldn't be in either. I feel like he should just be getting taken care of.
He should be getting the help.
He probably feels terrible about it. And
yeah. Well, if he's in jail, he's definitely probably taking
really
medicine
sad.
now.
Yeah, definitely.
And so he has to deal with those demons, unfortunately.
Yeah.
But he very much, I mean, I feel like some people are mentally unstable, but they choose to be mentally unstable.
Right.
And then choose to do bad things.
Right.
But I don't think.
Well, he was also new to it too.
Yeah.
And that's a lot to cope with
that
on
is.
its own. Like finding out you have something that's really serious.
It's
like,
a very serious
and it's hard
condition.
to like figure out a routine for it and like figure out dosages on medications and all that
Well,
stuff.
and then
It's
the
just,
girlfriend saying like, "Oh, you can do it on
just
your
shouldn't
own."
have done that. No, that's not your call.
I mean, I don't have paranoid schizophrenia, but I deal with anxiety every day. And there was a time when I was first diagnosed with it, and I was like, "Oh, I can do it on my own. It's fine."
Sometimes
No,
you can't,
I can't.
and that's okay.
Yep, it's absolute. I've dealt with that. I used to get shamed by somebody for it all the time, but I was like, screw it. Like, I need my medicine.
Everybody's different, and it's not even like a person. Like, it's your chemical, like a chemical imbalance.
Yep, absolutely. So, I think he should be, instead of in jail. I wish that he had the money to get a better counselor, because he just used
definitely.
public defender.
And then like maybe like evaluated every so often, just to make sure he's doing good and taking his medications.
Well, I mean, they have
Can they do
facilities. That? I don't know, but I'm sure that there's agreements for it.
Yeah.
But it's just like parole.
Yeah.
But they have facilities where you go, instead of going to like a correctional facility, you go to what is it called? Like a hospital.
Oh, like a second, or like a, yeah, I know what you're talking about.
To get the treatment that you need.
I don't know. Why can't I think about it? Like a rehab? No. Sorry, guys.
Yeah. People are probably
words.
People are probably screaming at us like, "It's this."
That's okay. That was a really good story.
Thank you. I did that all today. I was so excited, and I was like, good. I can't wait. I need to share it. So that is what happened. That is what's with one of my old neighbors.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
To all of his old friends.
Yeah, thank you.
Sorry, guys. And yeah,
I'm very sorry that happened to your friend, and thank you so much for sharing it with me. I'm sure it wasn't easy, but that was awesome that you responded. I was just doing a shot in the dark there.
Yeah.
So
it's awesome.
It was very short.
Cool beans.
And that's good, because your story was kind of long, right?
Yeah, kind of. Yeah, I think it's gonna be long. So I guess I'm doing my story now.
Now I'm gonna get drunk because I was so nervous.
It's okay. You're good. Do it. Chug. Just kidding. Don't chug. Oh, so guys, how's it going? Good. Yeah. That's great. That's great.
You were nervous about yours too.
I'm okay. So I am a little bit nervous. I recently became part of a couple paranormal groups on Facebook. I told you.
Yeah.
And I was struggling between like 4 different stories that I wanted to do, but I just wasn't hooked on them yet. And I like, like when you get a story and you like really dive into it and you're like, all right, I'm going to do this one for sure because I'm really liking it and I'm getting a ton of information from it. Or maybe you won't get a ton of information for it and you have to dig for it like you did.
Yeah. Well, it sucks when you're just like reading through stories and you're just like, meh, meh,
yes. Yeah. Yeah. You want attention drawn to it. So I asked for suggestions from people and I had a woman suggest the historic Goldfield Hotel.
Where's that at?
It's in Nevada, in Goldfield, Nevada.
I don't think I've ever heard this one.
It's a good one. It's definitely one of the most haunted places. I say that about all my stories, but there's like a lot of really big. There's a lot of really crazy haunted places out there. So this was suggested to me. I'm not going to say her last name, but her name is Teresa. She gave me permission to use her name.
Thank you, Teresa.
Thank you, Teresa. And she also gave me a personal story. She had an experience that had to do with it.
So it's like our first hometown.
Yes.
Not hometown, but personal experience.
Like not really a listener story. She doesn't really listen to us yet, but hopefully she'll listen to this one.
And become, subscriber.
Yeah. I was gonna say a WWTN nerd, but that's cool. Yeah.
Yeah.
WWTNN. What's with the neighbor's nerd? Anyway, I'm gonna go with the story. So I hope I do it good, Teresa. I'm gonna tell her experience after I'm done telling about the story.
Okay.
I got it my information from a lot of different resources, and we're gonna start.
I'm gonna fix my chair too because it keeps making noises.
You good? Make all the noise you can right now.
Okay. Mama made me munch my M&Ms. Munch crunch.
Silly Cells. I don't remember that one. Alright. So, I'm doing my story on the historic Goldfield Hotel, and hopefully I do justice. So I got my information from several different resources, and so Amy and I have decided that we're going to start listing our different, in case anybody wants to look any more information up regarding them. We're going to list our different sites on our website on what'swiththeneighbors.com. Yes. So if you want to find out information on our episodes, we'll have something up soon. So here's a little tidbit into my story on the historic Goldfield Hotel. This website said it is known to be one of the scariest places on Earth. On Earth, and even going as far as declaring the Goldfield Hotel as one of the 7 portals of the underworld.
Oh my gosh. Okay, so...
I had to do it. I just discovered the echo. Yes. I'm so sorry, guys. I had to. Oh, I'm good. Yes, one of the 7 portals of the underworld. Wow.
So earlier when you discovered it, you were waiting for me. Because you're like,
I'm gonna use this in my story tonight.
And I really did not believe you.
You should have heard me with a boombox back in the day.
No, I'm so glad we aren't friends. We were friends then.
There were a lot of noises coming out of my room. So much fun. I had my own radio show. Okay.
Aww, you have one now.
I do. It's like my dream.
You're crying now.
Oh my god. Get it together, guys. Sorry, guys. Anyway, so let's start with the history.
Okay.
All right, so it all starts in 1902 when the town of Goldfield was first born. It was first born after, I say born because it wasn't really a place on the map that you would go to or anything. It actually became big because large deposits of gold were discovered in the surrounding hillsides.
In Nevada.
Nevada, yeah. So yeah. It was a mining town. More than $80 million of gold stemmed from the mines outside of Goldfield.
Holy cow!
Yeah,
at the time.
Which at the time I didn't. I'm so mad at myself for not doing the diversion calculator.
Do it real quick.
Do it.
80 million.
Oh, I guess I could have done it right there, but that's fine.
That's okay. 80 million, you said.
Elevator. Yep.
Rap.
Boom.
Oh, wait, 1902.
Yeah. Boots and cats and boots and cats and boots and cats and boots and cats and boots and cats.
Million is 4.
Yeah. No, 4 zeros? 6. Yeah. Million is 6 zeros.
I can't even say this. Is it 2 billion?
80 million.
No, right here.
Oh. Trillion? Is that a trillion? Is that over 2 trillion?
Hold on. Maybe I can ask.
That's okay.
No.
That's okay. I got a diversion for one of the numbers in here, but I think I took it out. And I had to get my sister's help on it. We can just totally cut all this out.
Yeah. How to say. How to say Colorado? In words. Google doesn't know what it wants. What I'm asking.
Where's the number?
What are you gonna
send it over my tech guy.
Hey, Hank. What is 80 million in today's money?
Hey Siri, what is 80 million in today's money?
I was asking Hank.
Okay, I found this on the web for what is 80 million inches today's money. Check it out.
I hope it's still inches. 80 inches.
This is such a long break. Just to find this out.
It's okay.
We're just dumb. I think it's trillion. I think it's 2 trillion.
I don't know why Google wasn't helpful. Did you write back?
What is that number? What is that number? Because I need to know it. 2 billion. Okay. God, he's so smart. Thank you.
I'm glad you didn't say trillion.
Okay. So I'm just gonna. All right. So, I already knew this already. So, I'm gonna go back to that and just read it.
Yeah.
More than $80 million in gold stem from these mines outside of Goldfield, which is over $2 billion. So,
holy cow, man!
That,
how did you know that?
You know, it was just off. That was just off the top of my head. Just like a rough, like, you know, I'm pretty smart. Whoa, what was that?
It was my drink, but I was waiting for a break.
Oh.
You, took a breath. I could easily, pull it out.
Oh, that's smart. Okay, so which, of course, caused the population to grow? Because, where there's money, more people will follow.
Where there's money, there's honey.
There's honey. It started at just like a few dozen, and it grew to over 20,000 people.
Holy cow!
Yeah, it's a lot of people.
Back in the day, too.
Yeah, I know, a busy town. It attracted pretty high fancy people, like politicians and bankers and famous ladies of the night, aka sex workers. I had to look it up. And gunslingers.
What are gunslingers?
Hey,
you want a gun?
No, like Western. I think like Western people like draw.
I like gun like, hey, look at my clothes.
No, that is definitely not a gunslinger. I had to look up Ladies of the Night, but I was absolutely positive I knew what gunslinger was, and I'm pretty sure that's exactly what it is.
And I knew what a Lady of the Night was.
I didn't know. I guessed what I thought that's what it was, but I didn't want to get it wrong.
Yeah, that makes sense.
All I was stuck in my head was Lady in Red. You know that song? So with all this company, the hotel was built. It sold to a George Wingfield, and he was co-owner of it. To also a Casey McDaniel. George was the primary owner of Goldfield Consolidated Mines Company and a hotel entrepreneur. And Casey McDaniel created a new hotel corporation called Bonanza Hotel Company.
I hate that name.
I do too. Bonanza! After paying $200,000 in cash and stock valued at $250,000 for the hotel, the Goldfield property was merged with existing hotels which were owned by McDaniel into the new Bonanza Hotel Company.
Okay.
So they were like a what's that called where there's multiple of them? Franchise. Kind of like a franchise, I guess.
No, a chain.
Oh, chain. Yeah, that's what I would see. Like they all like McDonald's is a franchise, right? Yeah. Okay. So Wingfield, he was a multimillionaire by age 30. Same.
No, yeah, I know,
Same.
Right?
I'll be one. The struggle. And he became a big politician.
Of course he did.
Yeah.
Because why not?
Right? Exactly. You're you're so cool, man. After making his fortune in the gold fields, he went on to own a chain of banks, numerous ranches, and several hotels in Reno, along with his interest. This is all along with his interest in the Goldfield Hotel and the Bonanza Hotel Company. I swear that's the last time I'm going to say it, I think. Okay. Before long, the Goldfield Hotel became the largest and most luxurious hotel between San Francisco and Denver.
Really?
So pretty fancy,
Well, so
very high class. It was 4 stories tall. It had 154 bedrooms, rooms, and all rooms were equipped with steamed heat, electric lights, telephones, and in the lobby you would see crystal chandeliers, gold leaf ceilings, black leather upholstery, yeah, and mahogany paneled walls.
Mahogany?
Wait, it gets better. It also included one of the very first elevators west of the Mississippi.
I love that. Please do the rest of your story.
I put "say" in a southern voice for that part. And you thought last week's hotel was fancy with those silver on the linens. However, just like many boom towns, the hotel or the gold dried up, as did the population, and the hotel obviously did too. But following this, the hotel went through various owners, including another entrepreneur who failed. He tried to dig up some gold and he didn't find any.
That sucks.
Right? And the U.S. Army actually owned it in World War II, and they housed soldiers from Tonopah Air Base. So
I wonder if it was any nicer, or like if it was still as nice.
I mean, maybe, but probably nicer than what they were used to. So they probably didn't really care. It was nice then.
Dang,
but I don't know. By then, it was.
It was probably stripped from everything.
When was World War II?
Hey, Google.
Teens and 20s.
When was World War II? Hey, Google. When was World War II?
Hey,
World
Siri.
War II lasted from September 1st, 1939 to September 2nd, 1945.
So 40s. Okay. So 40s. Sorry. Okay, so this was like 40 years after it opened. A little less than 40 years after it opened. So it's probably getting run down by then.
Multiple owners, it was probably stripped from all the good stuff.
Yeah, they didn't. No one did anything to it or did anything for it. Yeah. But in the 80s, a private owner did spend like millions of dollars into like reservations or renovations and whatnot. But he didn't open it up, so nothing ever happened with that. Yeah. The current owner, Red Roberts, a Carson City rancher, purchased it in an auction along with some property for $360,000 in 2003. So he got a good deal on it.
Wow.
It doesn't look that great anymore. So he's got a lot of work to do.
Why do I feel like what year was that? 2016?
2003. Yeah, that's a long time ago.
I feel like that's like Johnny Rose with Schitt's Creek.
Oh yeah. I love that show.
Just like buy something for no reason.
Just buy a town and go. Just for my son.
Just for fun. Like, why would you buy it and then not do it?
You actually bought it?
That was my favorite. Like, why didn't you just make it up? And
right?
he's like, that was a joke. Yeah. That was the whole joke.
I'm that rich. I can actually buy a town.
Sorry. Go ahead.
You're good. So he's trying to keep it up, and he's been doing renovations on it, and I believe.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So it's a natural historic, like landmark, and it's protected. So.
Oh, nice.
So that's the history. I want to talk about the deaths. I hate saying that. It sounds so insensitive because it's not nice. It's not a nice topic, but I don't know any other way to bring it up. But some people died there. Still not that great.
The ones that have moved on. No,
the ones that are still there, guys.
The ones that have not moved on.
So, first one, we have our most well-known one there is Elizabeth George. She was
I know that name.
maybe Regina George.
Oh,
I know Regina George. She wears army pants and flip flops. So she was the lady of the night, aka sex worker. She was Wingfield's mistress. There's some drama. She actually became pregnant with his child, and to protect his marriage, and it didn't say his image, but I put his image because he was a politician and whatnot. So he was obviously doing it for that. He initially paid her off to keep it hush hush and to make her stay away.
That wasn't probably the first, and it's definitely not the last time someone's done that.
Yeah, but after he got super paranoid of exposure, he ended up chaining her to the radiator in room 109 throughout her entire pregnancy. She would cry and scream all the time. He wouldn't let her go. She'd beg for her freedom, but he'd keep her fed and give her water and kept her there until she had her baby.
And then what happened? Because she could still say something.
Well, she disappeared, and no one knows for sure, but a lot of people say that, maybe she died during childbirth. But a lot more other people say that he actually murdered her. And as for the baby, a lot of people think that he threw the baby down a mine shaft or a tunnel beneath the hotel. So,
yeah. All right. So when does he die?
Well, this makes you feel better.
I'm so mad.
The legends say that he's cursed after this, and it came to ruin his fortune in 1932. Karma.
Why would you let her suffer if
I know, if you're just going to do that anyway.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know. People are...
I can't.
Yeah. Because it would make him look bad. I really don't think it was because of his marriage. I think it was mostly because of his image. Because he was a very, like...
You can always save your marriage.
Yeah. This was a very wealthy guy.
Yeah.
Like, he was very well known, owned so much stuff, you saw he was a millionaire by age 30.
Yeah. No, there's... and with that...
He's in the Hall of Fame somewhere, too. Somewhere's Hall of Fame, too.
Oh, for being the youngest, whatever.
I can't remember for what exactly. But...
The thing is that with the money, with that ego of being a politician, always comes the thing of you can get away with whatever.
Yeah. Sad.
It's
sad. It sucks.
And
Poor
at the
Elizabeth.
time, his wife probably would have stayed with him because, that's what's best for his image.
Yeah.
If she found out.
Yep.
So it's definitely because of his image.
Yeah, absolutely.
Oh, I hate him.
There was also 2 hotel occupants, I couldn't figure out the names of them, who had committed suicide, both on the 3rd floor. A woman had hung herself, and a man had jumped to his death. So, there were those guys. And also, there's a story that, of miners who would steal gold from the job. They would get punished by being thrown down the mine shaft.
Oh.
And yeah, I was wondering why you're laughing. Like, wait a second.
Like, the rich.
Nope, no Robin Hood there. In the 1980s, the owner that was there actually supposedly found human remains in the basement. So,
and they would be thrown down. The miners would be thrown down in the basement.
Yeah, down the mine shaft, and he found human remains.
Oh, just
in the basement.
randomly.
So,
okay.
Yeah, it could have been theirs. It could have, I don't know.
Okay.
Also, there's 3 children spirits, and they're babies, so I wanted to mention them, but they didn't say their names or anything, so I just put them as, the 3 little baby ghosties. So,
aww, baby ghosts.
Somewhere little kids are in there, and I don't know how they got there, but they're there.
It makes me sad, but it's really cute.
Oh, just wait.
Oh.
It's gonna be great.
Just wait, it gets worse.
Oh, I'm going over the experiences now. So, during the night, you can hear who people to believe Elizabeth calling for her baby. I know. It makes me want to cry. So sad. In room 109, where she had died, it's known to be intensely cold, and a ton of activity happens in there. Like, I watched Ghost Adventures, and I watched a couple things on YouTube, and almost everybody gets something in that room. So she's, like, really willing to, like, communicate, and she's really nice, too. She's not an evil ghost. She's nice. We like Elizabeth. Yeah.
That gave me chills.
I know. It's many hear a baby's cry from the mine shaft. I know. I'm sorry. Okay, I'm done with babies.
Okay. But I want to see like a little baby ghost.
God, cuckoo! No, get away from me! I'd be really freaked out if a baby ghost was coming after me.
No, okay. I like picture like the cartoon ghost of little baby ghost.
Yeah. Nope. Still freaks me out.
That's what I want. I want the little baby cartoon
Well,
ghost.
you're gonna get it.
I want baby Casper ghost.
I don't even know what to say to that. So a lot of people actually smell cigar, which they believe is from Mr. Wingfield, and see fresh ashes pop up in his room from now and then. That was on the first floor.
His office or
his room, like his yeah.
Oh, okay.
And in the gold room there is said to be an evil spirit, known as the Stabber. Sounds fun, right? She attacks trespassers going into the dining hall with knives. So that's fun. I don't know. Yep. That sounds like a fun guy.
Do not want to be chased by a ghost stabber.
Nope. Lastly, the three ghosty kids. They're known to be quite the tricksters.
Of course.
They like to tap on shoulders. And they'll sneak up behind you, and then they'll giggle and run away. Having so much fun in the afterlife. Good for you, kids.
I know. They watch this. They won't know it was me.
I'm gonna tie these guys' shoes together. Watch him fall down the stairs.
Loser!
Oh, he broke his neck. That's messed up. I took that way too far.
Go get his goal.
So with all this activity, various paranormal investigators, including Ghost Adventures, Ghost Hunters, and so many more other ones that were like smaller groups, have had quite the eventful night there. They've gotten pretty good footage there, EVPs, voices carrying on conversations. Like you can hear in another room. And even seeing things levitate and move.
No!
Even caught on camera. Oh my god, I can't wait to tell you this next part. Okay, so on Ghost Adventures, I was watching. I almost I want you to watch the episode.
Okay.
Zach had a rock thrown at his foot, caught on camera. As well as asking, okay, so let me explain to you real quick.
Okay.
So most people would be like, okay, easy trick to do. Well, no, they had someone at a college evaluate it, and then another guy who does like video stuff to make sure it wasn't like tampered with, evaluate it, and they all couldn't prove it wrong. Okay. And at first they thought it came out of a room right next to him, but whenever you look close in the footage, you see the rock come off the ground and get thrown at his foot and then ricochet off of him. It was a big rock too. It was freaky. It just like, and a lot of people get rocks thrown at them there too. And I'm pretty sure someone else has gotten a brick thrown at them. I think I've said that before in another story too. What is up with ghosts throwing bricks? Y'all, calm down. We are not see-through. Translucent. You can't do that. It actually hits us.
If you're listening to this, ghost from the beyond, please stop throwing bricks at us.
Rocks, okay, but not bricks.
It hurts. Raw, hard materials. They hit our forearms.
I mean, in their defense, the people should be going in, the investigators, like, they go in there fully knowing what could happen, and they should be wearing, like, a hard hat or something. Like, I'm ready. Come at me, ghost.
You're saying if we go to a haunted hotel...
Oh, we're freaking wearing a hard hat.
We go to bed with a hard hat on.
Do you remember one of the first episodes of Parks and Rec where Leslie Knope got her and Anne hard hats and it said kick ass?
Yes.
I'll be the ass part. You can be the kick part. Kick ass. Come get me, ghost. Oh man. Okay, so another really cool experience that blew my flippin' mind was on footage. One way to get like Elizabeth to really communicate with you, the medium that was there, she often would bring her like flowers and be nice to her.
Oh,
And
yeah.
you could hear like the spirit box say nice and kind and all this other stuff. And she's like, see, if you're nice to her, she's willing to talk to you.
Yeah.
And so she brings her like flowers and stuffed animals and stuff all the time. And so they brought her a bunch of flowers, and they kept on hearing from the spirit box tree, foliage, flowers, foliage, foliage. And so at one point in the episode, they see one of the branches to one of the bouquets moving. And the whole bouquet doesn't move, just the little tiny leaf part of this branch.
Like she was
Yeah, like
grabbing
you can tell there's not any air in there or anything moving it. And so, but we don't see it. So they're like, okay, next time you decide to do this, Elizabeth, can you please give us a heads up and let us know? A little bit.
Because it was happening
Yeah.
without the camera.
Yeah,
Okay.
and they weren't ready for it. So later on in the episode, they were outside of the room and they hear the spirit box right outside the room say foliage. And they're like, I think we should go in there. So they go in there and it says foliage again. And all of a sudden, the branch moves again. Just the one branch. And I was like, holy! It was just crazy. It was mind blown. It was flipping cool.
That is. Oh, I don't know how to put that in what I'm thinking into words. It's just wild how. I mean, obviously, they're a spirit, so. But to, like, understand, I don't know.
Yeah, I know what you mean. I know what you mean. I know you can't say it, but I know what you mean.
I'm shocked and blown away.
Yeah, it's amazing. It's really cool.
Yeah.
Especially when you get the nice ones.
Not a rock.
No demons, please. Well, I have a story after this. Okay, so as for today, the Goldfield Hotel still stands in its historic state.
Okay.
You can actually book tours with it. They have an hour-long historic tour, and they also, for the thrill seekers, have a paranormal investigation that goes on at night. It's like $500 per group, but it could be like a big group, and you just split it. All the proceeds, per group. Yeah, all the proceeds go to preservation and like renovations towards the place. So I totally want to do it one day because this place sounds pretty cool. I would love to go there.
Like, that's right next to where my family lives.
Well, let's go to Nevada. Come on, Patreon donors. Jump on the donor bus. Mom. What's your maiden name?
Colbert.
Mama Colbert.
Madre. Candy Colbert.
Candy?
Kathleen.
Are you listening?
Would you like me to give her social to?
No, stop it.
Oh,
okay, so that is the end of my story. But as I told you in the beginning, this was actually suggested to me from someone because she had an experience from there or having to do with it. Again, her name is Teresa. Teresa, I really hope, other than my goofiness, I hope I'm doing a good job. I'm excited. Thank you so much again for giving me this story. I was super excited whenever you wrote me.
Thank you.
So here it is. And I copied everything word for word, so that she gave me.
Okay. She's just going to read it.
Exactly.
Okay.
Yep. It says, my mom was helping the son of a man and a woman who had a traveling band in Nevada. A huge fire destroyed the area. The man and woman had broken into a hotel and took a spittoon.
Oh.
Do you know what that is?
Yeah.
I had to look it
up.
I had to look. Oh, that's cool.
Yeah.
They owned it for over 40 years, and they suffered tragedy after tragedy.
Oh.
Yeah, a fire ended up destroying most of their property, which was too much, and they ended up taking their own lives, leaving their son on the property. So, she says, my mom told of how much suffering the son was going through. No food, no water, or clothes. So, I collected the items for him, loaded my mom's truck up with the supplies, and as a thank you, he sent the spittoon to me. Not really into spittoons, but I expected the gift. I looked it over and noticed.
Expected it.
Yeah, I expected the gift. I guess he let her know that it was coming.
Okay.
I looked it over and noticed where it was from. Goldfield. Cool. I put it in a corner of my house. That night, we heard someone talking in our bathroom, but it couldn't be. So we went outside to check the driveway. Nothing. Night after night, we heard something making noises on that side of the house. Within a month, our life was turned upside down. Appliances started breaking down, light bulbs blowing, sensor light by the driveway adjusted, facing a different direction.
So this was recently, if it was a sensor light.
Yeah. She didn't tell me the year, but there's an iPad in it, so I would assume so.
Yeah.
Let's see. We started talking about getting a camera to catch the person doing it. Normal, of course. And before the camera was ordered, I was pushed to the ground, injuring my foot very badly. My son and husband watched it happen. We couldn't wrap our minds around how I could just fall like that. The beginning of October, we started smelling cigar smoke in the house, mostly in the bathroom. Still thinking someone was creeping outside, we bought the cameras and waited for them to arrive. Then I started waking up with bruises and grab marks on my legs.
Oh my gosh.
One night, half awake, I felt a strange tingling sensation on my legs. Kind of like a man was moving his hands from my knees to my crotch.
Ew.
Yeah. Cringe emoji.
No.
She put a cringe face emoji. I woke up my husband and told him something is in the house. He felt the same, just didn't say anything. While lying in bed watching a movie with my son, my iPad took a photo and captured a man's face in the corner of the room. Yeah. I have a picture of this, but I couldn't see it because it was a picture of a picture, so it was hard to see.
Gotcha,
I
yeah.
also have videos too. That really let us know something was in the house. A few days later, we were checking our camera alerts after the first full night. What we saw made us sick. We had wished it was a person creeping around. It was a gray mist coming out the side of the house from the bathroom exterior wall. It happened a lot, so much we unplugged the camera. So depressed and afraid, we started to look into getting help. While doing research on hauntings, I was listening to the TV. The Ghost Adventure show was on. It was an episode about the Goldfield Hotel.
Oh.
I almost couldn't breathe. It hit me like a train. I grabbed the spittoon and reread the writing on it. Sure as shit, it was from that evil place. We put it outside. The next day, we loaded it up in my car and carefully drove to the edge of the original owner's property and left it. We didn't know what to do. Since that, we worked hard to rid the home of negative energy. A year later, we were free, but we are very careful not to bring anything into our home.
Oh my gosh.
And I will show you the video. Thank you again, Teresa.
We have to watch it?
Yeah.
Okay. Are we going to post this on our Patreon page?
I did not get permission for that, so I don't know.
Okay, so I can't.
This is the picture. I can't see it, but the video is what really. Really.
So it's a video of a video.
Yeah.
No.
And it just comes out of nowhere. This mist doesn't go up, so it's not like smoke. It doesn't just fly up. It just goes straight down, and it's like a quick, almost like a quick puff of like a vapor. Yeah, there it is. Oh, that one goes up. That one of them goes up, and one of them goes down.
But if it's just coming out of the side of the house,
and then there's
no pipe or anything.
Yeah. There's nothing there. It's out of a bathroom, so I mean, or out of a wall that a bathroom was on. So I mean, it's not like there's.
Like the exhaust vent or anything like that. There's nothing there.
Yeah, it's not like it's on top of the house. It's on the side of the house. So, yeah, it's pretty wild. But they're all doing good. They're all safe and healthy. And like she said, they're being careful not to bring anything harmful into their home.
I don't like that.
Thank you, Teresa. You scared Amy.
I don't like real life events.
Thank you. And Amy is. She's not really a skeptic. Like, she's willing to believe, but she's more. You're definitely more on the skeptic side. I don't want to believe it. So yeah, that Amy's shaking in her boots now.
Okay, that's fine. I'm fine.
So I'm done.
I'm done.
I'm good. I'm gonna go now. Have a good night. Sweet dreams.
Thank you, Teresa, for scaring me. That's the first time I've actually been spooked.
Yay!
So,
Yay! I love spooking people.
Like speechless.
Spookity, spookity, spook.
Liberty, liberty, liberty,
Liberty.
And that was not a sponsored
But if
ad.
you want to sponsor us,
Liberty Mutual,
we're right here.
we might need insurance.
You know, I haven't heard of a lot of podcasts that use Liberty Mutual, so
No, because they like have commercials.
let us be the first one.
Let us.
Yep.
We need insurance.
And tomato.
To cover. Who's tomato?
You said let us.
I was like, what insurance company is that?
Y'all think dad jokes are good. Just wait till you get mom jokes. Yeah. We ain't got nothing to do all day.
But think of corny jokes.
You have a neighborhood story, right?
Yeah, let's end on a lighter note here. Now that I have to go to bed after this. Thank you for that. So I actually got this from a meme group that I'm in, but it was a screenshot of the app next door. And the information is blocked out, so I can't like thank whoever it was. So thank you, person, for posting this.
Unknown.
But it did happen in Beaver Park. I don't know what that means. Like, I don't know. So
I'm sure there's like 8 of them.
Yeah.
80.
So it says TikTok video. Hi there, everyone. So I was thinking about making a TikTok video and was wondering if I paid someone enough. So,
Oh God.
okay, so
What's gonna happen?
TikTok video. Hi there, everyone. So I'm thinking about making a TikTok video, and I was wondering if I paid someone enough, could they smash my face into some horse poop?
Huh? What? That went south?
So if I could pay someone enough, could they smash my face into horse poop? I'd be willing to buy them a brand new pair of cowboy boots. If anyone is interested, please just let me know. I'm dead serious about this. So
that sounds like something someone from Jackass would try to get someone to do. Speaking of, Steve-O, you have not messaged me back yet. I really want a good neighbor story.
Please. You sound like you were a terrible neighbor.
Yeah, but you're a great person. But yeah, you were a terrible neighbor. Sorry.
So,
anyway.
Yeah, I'm not sure. I didn't get a follow-up to see how that went.
If anybody did it.
But
I'd do it.
I would do it just because he wants to pay someone and
get a new pair of boots. Boots are expensive.
I would 100%. I would just.
It's like $200 right there worth of stuff.
I would just do it
for free.
Can I just film this that I'm doing this to you and post it on my TikTok? I would do it for free. Yeah.
You would be gagging the whole time, though.
Oh, I would.
Sorry, everybody. Amy's so sensitive. I love her. She's
just
my
favorite. The thought of gagging over poop made me gag.
Oh my God.
That's another, like, we could, like, post on my Patreon, like, how I changed dirty diapers.
Please. You can just... We can use a baby doll. We can just use a baby doll. You can put on your gear.
Don't tell anyone.
That's all. Oh my God. Don't say... Yeah, you're right. Don't say anything. That's a really good idea.
The pandemic did some weird stuff to me.
If you guys want to see how Amy changes diapers, we will use a fake baby, so you don't have to see poo. But...
We use Leon.
Oh, Leon.
Oh, he turned for the camera. Finally.
He's like, yes.
Yes, I'm here. All right. So should we like go?
Oh, I'm having fun.
I know. We are at an hour and a half though.
Yeah, we should probably go. Thanks for stopping by.
Thanks for coming by.
Come and knock on my door.
Oh, that's a good one. Thanks for stopping by.
I think.
Because the neighbors.
Yeah. I feel like a lot of newscasters say that. Thanks for stopping by.
Oh, I've never heard that before.
Wait. Thanks for stopping by.
I don't
Boom,
have paper.
boom.
What if we said something like, I'll take this out, but like, thanks for the sugar. Aww.
That's cute.
That is cute. I just thought of that.
That's cute.
Anyways, so we gotta go. Thanks for the sugar.
Yep.
You can follow. There's so many now.
We're on all the major podcast streaming sites now. So
pretty much everywhere.
The big ones: Spotify, Apple, Google, Stitcher. You can find us on all those. Please review us on iTunes.
Please.
Yeah, please say something positive. You know, it'd be really nice of you.
Thank you, and follow us and like us on Facebook. What WWTN podcast. Or What's with the Neighbors. We also have a private Facebook group you can join.
Yeah, we have lots of cool stuff in there, like embarrassing ourselves on a live video last night.
Yeah.
So you should go check that out.
Please, because we both showed embarrassing.
We worked very hard, and we ended up just embarrassing ourselves. So
yeah, yep.
Go watch
Absolutely. Instagram is WWTN Podcast. Twitter is WWTN Podcast.
Our website is what'swiththeneighbors.com.
And you can view weekly videos of our episodes on our Patreon page and some other fun stuff that we got coming up.
Exclusive content.
And that for $5 a month only. So if you want to be on the donor bus, it's patreon.com/what'swiththeneighbors.com.
Also, feel free to slide into our DMs with any questions, comments, or even story suggestions. You know, regarding neighbors, crime, paranormal, or, you know, anything else, really. If you just want to say something nice.
Yeah,
you know?
Or, I mean, if you want to tell us about your day, we'll hear it.
Go for it. You know, that's at wwtnpodcast@gmail.com.
Yeah, and have you checked on the neighbors?
What's with the neighbors? Rename me. Oh!
Yay, we did it!
We didn't high five this episode. Now we did.
Yeah, we did it this time. Bye, guys. Bye, everyone. Bye. Bye-bye now. Bye-bye. Bye-bye. What is that from?
What's that from? Bye-bye. It's from a Disney movie.
Is it?
Yeah. Oh my gosh, you're gonna